Okay. Vent lige et sekund. Jeg er tilbage.
Ja.
Vent lige.
Ja.
So, about an hour ago, my sister called me and my father's dead. So, I'm sorry if you're waiting for some videos. I might not upload them right now. I'm trying to call the police to figure out what happened. He fell in the shower in Switzerland. It's really bad. 72 years old. Very nice man, but poor, and I've been paying the rent. He got his car possessed like 2 years ago. No car, up in the mountain, and all alone. Divorced my mother 20 years ago. But so I'm gonna call the police now, and well, there's 50 videos or 100 videos I haven't posted yet. I probably won't post them very quickly. I don't know. Maybe I will. And maybe there's some other things I can try to talk about in this video. So it's been 2 hours now, and called the police. And my father has never been in my videos. He doesn't want to be in pictures. So he was born 1940 in the Congo, in the Belgian Congo, and he never wanted to talk about many things. It's always the same stories. But so it's 2 months ago I saw him last time. I have this Easyjet subscription basically. I will go to Geneva 20 times per year nearly, because it's so cheap, the Easyjet, and I would be there and we would watch football matches. And so 2 months ago I went to the Hong Kong fair. I left Geneva and I hadn't been back, and he didn't know when I was coming back. Usually I have the monthly, or pretty often I would go back, but now I hadn't. We spoke with him maybe 2 weeks ago, and the last thing I told him was maybe some little shouting involved about some things, but he got to talk with my girlfriend. Was the last, and she's the only one who told him, which is very strange. I have a girlfriend. She told him that I love him. I never told him that. We cannot talk about love, and that's maybe, he's very good at talking with new people, like meeting people, and awesome, there's lots of things to talk about. He knows everything about everything basically. But as soon as he starts knowing people, maybe some kind of conflict, or I don't know. It's as soon as money is involved, things are, I don't know. So much life going around, he's not gonna see that because he's dead. And it's kind of sucks, because I'm in technology. I should have found one of these wearable computers and strapped everybody in my family by now with the sensors that can alert the ambulance if there's a heart attack. Maybe he had a heart attack. They haven't told me yet. It's you know, there's like some basic things that could have been that maybe I should have done, I don't know. And I would have liked also to have this system where you can record people with video, record everything they say, and record a lot, record the face, the expressions and everything. And then the artificial intelligence makes those people live forever. And that's gonna happen, but he didn't want to be recorded, so it's gonna be pretty hard to kind of like talk with him. I mean, it could have been, I mean, nobody is recording it like that. I'm just thinking it could work like that, these things. And brain transplantation, that's not ready yet. And I don't know how long he's been in the shower. There's no information yet. I don't know. We talked with a guy that's not really in charge. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. in Switzerland. The policeman we talked to, me and my sister, he doesn't know so much. He says we have to call back tomorrow. We have to call back the day after. I have no idea. He might have been in the shower for a week. Like the neighbor noticed water coming out of the basement or something. It's a 2-story house in Switzerland, but it's connected with neighbors, and the neighbors noticed some leaking. And as far as I know, the neighbor went into the house. It's got to be terrible for the neighbor, but of course my father was fighting with the neighbors for the last 28 years. All the neighbors, nearly, except the ones that are far away. But those, I mean, I don't know. I'm going to talk with a neighbor a little bit later because I'm not able to come in contact with him. My sister convinced me that we shouldn't be talking on the phone right now. I should get out and get some food. I haven't eaten yet. It's getting evening here in Taipei, so far away from Switzerland. I don't know if the procedure is to fly home. And I'm thinking, nobody got invited to that house. He's been alone there for 20 years. I was visiting him 20 times a year, my sister very rarely, once every 2 years maybe, because there's conflicts, and I didn't mind so much the conflicts. Basically every time I go, we just shout like mad, shout a lot, which is maybe my fault, I don't know, maybe there's some, but shouting, watching all the football matches, one of the biggest football experts in the world. He's a big fan of Mönchengladbach trainer, the Swiss trainer, Lucien Favre. He would watch all the Mönchengladbach matches on the satellite TV, on the internet IPTV. He had this subscription. I convinced him to get a subscription. Only 20 francs, you can watch all the matches you want. So that was his job for the last 20 years maybe. Watching football and watching all kinds of crappy TV shows. Like the French, they have these singing contests and bikini contests and Miss World, Miss France, Miss... Oh, don't go on the street. But my girlfriend, she got to talk with him, say something nice, even though it was short. I was kind of pressuring and say, hey, it costs too much, because I was roaming on my Danish SIM number in London. But thanks for, she said something nice, and I was thinking to call back like last week a little bit, but I'm never, I should have. I think she tells me that she told him that she's coming here, but I wasn't sure about that. I didn't think. She's totally sure about that. Totally sure. Because what I thought is that he didn't even know that she would be here. I think he would have guessed that I was here, but I didn't tell him exactly. Usually, I would tell him in advance. So, only my sister knows. She told me 3 hours ago. My mother knows. And me and my sister, we called my grandfather on my mother's side. My grandfather on my father's side died in 1949 of a heart attack. I think it was. Somebody needs to fix eat too much, eat crappy food. Crappy food. Like, I eat crappy food. Hopefully I can change now. We're going to a vegetarian restaurant. But just to get some food and then go back, and we'll call with some cousins. And I don't know if this video is going to be published or not. Maybe it's only for the cousins. Maybe it's just for me and my sister. Maybe I'll post it public on my YouTube. I'm pretty sure he figured out how to check my YouTube, but he never let me show him how to use a computer. I was like, hey, let me show. No, shut up. Hey, don't scroll too fast. That's basically what he told me all the time. Don't scroll too fast. I was like, but I have to show, don't scroll too fast. So I installed Ubuntu, and then the computer worked, because when there was Windows, it got infested by viruses. And the last year, approximately, maybe less, I connected the laptop to the TV, so he would basically sit in front of the TV all the time. But so, you know, I'm connected to the web. Maybe I should have helped him to go on some good, there needs to be some good dating sites, because there's so many lonely people in this world, and it's just terrible. Maybe if he had a girlfriend. I mean, 72 years old is not too old, is it? That would have helped, I don't know. Maybe he cannot have one, but I don't know. I think he could have. He is crazy about girls on the TV and stuff, you know. And I remember 10 years ago, first time I met my girlfriend, he saw the picture and he said that she's very pretty, but she looks crazy, but that's something else. He, basically every time there's a pretty girl, it's like, oh, pretty girl, pretty girl, pretty girl on TV all the time, right? But I don't know, I'm sure I should have, you know, I don't know if people can figure out how to date on the internet. I've seen Badoo. I don't know if Badoo works for old people. It might have been healthy to be with somebody that was also lonely, so they didn't have to be lonely. I guess he was lonely. And family, there's not so much on his side. I mean, there's the cousins, but they're spread around the world. They are out of Africa, there's a bunch of cousins there and there. He didn't really speak with them because, of course, usually something would happen, like somebody would steal somebody's train set when he was 9 years old, or not exactly that, but some other thing, like some story about money or an apartment that he was taking care of, whatever. Then they would fight and never talk again for 30 years. That's usually how it worked with him. His brother, 5 brothers. I never spoke with any of them. I spoke with one like once when I was 9 maybe, for a few seconds. I remember they were shouting even. So, no speaking with them, and all his brothers much older than him, so they're all dead. But the last one died not so long ago, maybe 5 years ago, 3 years ago. There was a priest, an architect, another cousin who died, I guess an uncle, died playing golf. It's a terrible story. But those are a whole bunch, there's a whole bunch of cousins there. You need to call them. I guess he was sad that my sister, didn't call, but she get really sad when he called, so. Because he would complain, he would criticize. I think there's a rule that people have to be nice, I guess. I don't know. You can decide not to be nice, might be okay, but maybe it's better if you're nice. Even though, you know, it's just details. Maybe it's easier for friends, family. People are just nice, I guess. I need to go to a head doctor, that's for sure, but maybe he could have, I don't know, whatever. So, football. He knows everything about movies, all the good movies, all the good, everything. Artist, but he's never been to Asia, and I was so close. He was talking about, hey, wow, you're going to Japan, to all these, I canceled that, but he said, but you should invite me because he has a friend in Japan, which I could have stayed at in Tokyo, which is a friend he met 50 years ago in Afghanistan. Because my father traveled all over the world, and he kept talking about that. He went in a coccinelle, a little car with 2 girls in the back seat, that's what he said. I guess nothing happened, I don't know, maybe he did, never would say. But they were in the back seat, and he drove through the desert in Afghanistan and Pakistan. He got sick in Pakistan. He told me he nearly died in Pakistan. Some kind of hepatitis or whatever it's called. Bad food, sick, nearly died. The embassy helped him back. That was 40 years ago maybe, or 45 years ago. And but he's been all over the place. So I slept for 2 hours. Now the airport, going back to Switzerland, because need to take care of some things. Spoke 1 hour with my cousin. She played golf. My cousin, my sister couldn't take it anymore, so we'll talk more with the other cousins later. It's just strange. People are just like walking as if nothing had happened. I'm walking as if nothing has happened, I guess. It's hard, it's difficult to understand for me what's going on. So there's so many memories. We talked with my cousin. In Africa, Hammarskjöld. He hated Hammarskjöld, who destroyed, bombed Congo. He hanged out with Miles Davis. He was driving Miles Davis' Ferrari in Montreux, at the Montreux Jazz Festival in the early 60s. My father was going to all the jazz concerts. He was like a jazz geek, the jazz, bearded jazz like fanatic, following all the, he was hanging out with Thelonious Monk, his favorite Stan Getz and all those guys. He has all the LPs still. I hope they're not damaged by water from the shower. Where's the... And he went to all the World Cup 54 in Switzerland, when Switzerland lost 7-5 with the goalkeeper had an installation. He kept telling me about that. He was 14 years old. He was there, Switzerland, at the Lausanne Stadium. They lost 7-5. He was 1960. He was in Sweden when Pelé started. He was in. Pelé is born on the same day as my father, exact same day. So, I don't know. What should I tell my sister? Are we gonna go through security with the camera? Let's try. Oops. So so that's it, I guess. I don't know what to do. Just taking the airplane. So Gérard, my father, Gérard. Yeah. Let's go.
j'ai les là. Non, à rebondir dans ma conscience éclipse indien d'urgence.